You did.
It's the show that sucks with your hosts Harrison and Honzo Gonzo.
Harrison's typing something.
I'm just curious.
No. Damn.
Well,
Sorry.
I typed in fighting games in Google, and let's just say SRK didn't come up. Young Honzo got guns. Young Don got Huns. Young Honzo doles out stitches. Young Don got a lot of bitches.
With special guests from around the fighting game community.
Everybody turned around on me, yeah. Whenever I was down 0-2 against Beneath, you were like, "This dude's been forever," and then I was like, I tied it up 2-2, and you're like, "Just kidding, white people rule."
Yeah.
And my girlfriend was all like, "This little dude was so annoying." I can't wait until the run back becomes even more insufferable to watch. Cause I can only barely. I watch like the Killer Instinct matches, and then Marvel starts, and I'm like, "Well, let's see who's in it." And it's like, "Is it Mini Boss?" I'm like, "Sick, Mini Boss. Is it anybody else?" Sleep.
Now for your hosts, Harrison and Honzo Gonzo.
What's up, everybody? What the hell just happened? Honzo Gonzo isn't like super HD for some reason.
Am I?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
good.
it's like cut
Ooh,
off
yeah.
the top and bottom of Skype for some reason. Anyways, Honzo, you should introduce the show this week while I fix your face.
The show that sucks, number 91. I'm with Harrison and Honzo Gonzo. I used to play Marvel, and Harrison has streams, and I talk about stuff.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's why I don't do the intros.
All right, welcome to the show that sucks, number 91. I am Harrison. You guys might know me. I do streams on IPLAYWINNER like I'm doing right now. My co-host, Honzo Gonzo, who is obviously terrible at doing an intro for his own show, which is why I'm here. And he's somewhere off in Windsor, not doing
Dude,
the intro of
obviously,
the show.
I'm just a pretty face man.
Obviously. If you guys
That's
couldn't
what
tell,
you got me in HD.
I shaved my beard.
I can't see it. Hold on. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I shaved my beard.
I can't see it.
I had a job interview on Monday at C Sports headquarters. And by C Sports headquarters, I mean
I know.
Pac-12 because it's college sports, not Capcom sports, but close
Harrison,
enough. What?
this might be lame,
What?
but I think you look very good right now without your beard.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Normally you don't, but now you do.
Oh, normally I don't.
No, I normally look terrible, and I hate it, but now you look fine.
Does it have anything to do with the shirt? I bought that Yeti Yin Yang Ryu Ken T-shirt. That was on sale for a little bit.
I think it's your hair, maybe.
I think it's my hair. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I think you look fine.
I had a job interview there. I needed to make myself look, presentable. Least the least amount of Honzo Gonzo, I guess you can say. And
Yeah, I shaved.
you did shave. Wow.
Yeah. This is the.
So this
like,
is the baldest this show has ever been in a very long time. But anyways, I had an interview, and I'm only gonna say one thing because I thought it was hilarious. Basically, I was doing the interview, and this guy. Okay, on my resume it says I do a podcast with characters, with colorful characters. I don't know, something like that. I do a podcast with characters. It doesn't even say the name of the show. And midway through the interview, he's like, he's like explaining what they do and all this stuff. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. And then midway through, he's like, so you do like a show called The Show That Sucks? And I'm just like, I laugh a little bit, and needless to say, he didn't say anything much after that. He was just like, okay, just making sure. So, this show got me a job at
Was it good?
Pac-12. It was good.
Oh my god, thank God. I was so like
Yes.
afraid, just like yeah, and then
No,
it's
no.
like, oh, you associate with that Hanzo stamp, like fucking big red X.
But I
They
go
throw you
back
out the building.
on Monday for training and whatnot. So
That's so exciting! Yay!
pretty
Everyone
cool.
clap for Harrison. That's
Yeah,
cool.
I got a job. It's freelance stuff,
So
but it's some pretty cool stuff. He was explaining the stuff that I'd be doing, and it's a lot of stuff that I wish I could do at IPLAYWINNER, just don't have the hundreds of thousands of dollars to do it. So
yeah,
it's gonna be a lot of fun, I think. And it'll
yeah.
give me more money to do more cool stuff for you guys too. So I'm pretty
I'm
excited
so
for that.
excited.
Yep.
Yay! So everyone, thank me for getting Harrison the job. Obviously, this is the reason. Let's be honest.
But yeah, I thought that was pretty funny.
That's cool. I'm so glad. I didn't know that.
Which
I'm so happy.
made me thought that it was the newest one, so I was thinking the intro that he must have listened to.
Oh
For a
no,
while.
the bad intro too. Oh jeez.
It was the one Honzo singing. That was probably the one he listened to. It was the newest one.
My voice just has the best power apparently. Like I get muted because I'm just such a great singer. I'm getting you jobs with my voice. Like,
Speaking of
jeez.
getting muted, I guess we should hop into that for
That
a
was
quick
last
second.
week,
I
wasn't
know
it?
it was last week. We
That's kinda
probably
weird.
don't really care much, but
No, I'm
something
just being
happened
like,
to us
yeah,
that
we're
I
famous,
felt
dude.
like I know we are famous. I got on the Verge. My tweet got on the Verge for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know, but if you guys didn't know, if you guys didn't watch the show last week, or I don't know why, but our show got muted for the first 30 minutes, and I couldn't figure out why. I checked out all the previous highlights of all the other shows. None of them were muted, and I don't know if like Twitch is dumb or Hanzo's voice is just that incredible.
It's fun. Not to toot my own horn, but you know.
But he got muted. It was the intro that he sings "Summer Breeze" from I think our 4th episode or something like that, where I basically
Yeah.
yell at him. I was like, "Hey, sing something for an intro," and that's what came out of his mouth. So, yes, we got muted for 30 minutes, and it went viral, sort of, kind of, not really.
Viral FGC wise, we were
Yeah.
on like a article with people, and you got like 100 retweets or something. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that we were kind of like in the middle of the blow up a little bit. You know,
It's
we
just
weren't
another.
like we weren't like Cosmo, you know, but we were like, you know.
Yeah, it was just
No.
another reason why I'm so glad I record everything and not
I
leave it
know.
up to Twitch to do my shit. So
Yeah, with the 3 weeks, I guess in 2 weeks now, they're deleting all archives.
yes, that's a
And
huge thing. Yes.
like me personally, like I have a lot of stuff like back in the day because I didn't really take pictures or video of myself even like 4 or 3 years ago. And like those videos of me streaming are pretty much like the only shit I have. And I know it's like really sad, but like it's like the only thing like of me. Like the Hound linked a video of me in 2012 and I look completely different, you know. So like it's kind of like I kind of want those. I don't know, for the future. I don't know. And I just
Yeah,
like the fact that they exist because I made it. You know, I made that content, so I just want it to exist. I don't want it to be deleted, you know? And I feel like it's a weird feeling I can't really express. But I just want it to be somewhere. I don't care if people don't look at it. I just want it to exist.
yeah, the first thing I did, I was like, oh shit, because IPLAYWINNER has a ton of stuff on our Twitch channel from like the past 3 years.
Yeah.
And first thing I did was like basically talk to Hans, and everything is recorded. So luckily, none of the IPLAYWINNER stuff will be disappearing. But
like
I know a lot of people, they just like can't afford to record or something like that. Like
yeah,
recording
like
is just a lot of money.
think of all the randos or low tier streamers, not like the big names that have a bunch of money that stream majors and they do good and people like them, but they don't have the money to record everything. They have to go back and download all these other things, and if they don't do that, that footage is gone. Like if they didn't put it up on
In the
YouTube,
file
fuck them.
format that is in is FLV, I think.
Yeah,
And FLV is the worst file format ever to do anything with. It is so terrible. And I don't know why anybody still uses it. Well, they still use it because the size compared to like MP4s and stuff is just like not even comparable. It's super small.
It's small, and they're still not using HTML5 stuff. So
Yeah, but it's basically you have to do so much crap to it in order to edit with it that it's almost not even worth it. And because I used to record in FLV and have to like, oh my god, it was terrible.
I know.
And to expect people to save all your archives and do all that is just not. That sucks. That really fucking sucks.
And that's like petabytes and petabytes of data. That's some fucking insane amount of data that's about to be deleted. So it's kind of crazy.
But at least because at first, if you guys didn't know, they were just gonna make it so. Well, now you have to highlight. Period.
Have to do it.
You have to do it. You can't save broadcast anymore. You can't just hit save broadcast. You got to highlight it. And when they first announced all this stuff, basically, it was just 2-hour chunks for a highlight, which is pretty dumb for a lot of people.
And like
basically everybody in the FGC,
speedruns.
Yeah, speedrunners are fucking huge, and then
or even Let's Players.
Yeah,
like
even
everyone.
Let's Players.
Like who's like 2 hours? Is there fucking? Oh yeah, like if you play like a game of StarCraft or League of Legends, like I think that's all they think about, kind of.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Like they don't, because I was reading the Twitch AMA on Reddit, and the dumbass CEO motherfucker dude was just like saying, well, tournaments, like every match is like probably lower than 2 hours. Just use it per game, and it's fine. I'm just like, do you know like any other tournament that does it like that? Fucking chess doesn't even do it like that. Like chess.
Maybe if the archives for Twitch
crazy.
weren't so terrible, people would do that. But
like
you have to
say Marvel top 8. Someone linked me something like most of the top 8s at Evo were over 2 hours. 2 hours and 17 minutes, 2 hours and 30 minutes, whatever. Still over 2 hours. Imagine it was 2 hours and 8 minutes, and you're in like a hype comeback, and you have to I have to go to the next video. It's fucking stupid. Like,
yeah.
Sorry, it's the dumbest thing in the world. So yeah, 2 hours was just stupid. They did change it. I don't know what the exact length is now, but they did change it.
The stupid part is why they would even do that in the first place. When if you really want to save that whole chunk, you would just be okay. Well, there's 10 minutes over. All right. Well, I'm gonna chunk that 2 hours, and then I'm gonna highlight the 10 minutes. Like it's not like they're saving any space or anything. They're just making
it harder.
They're just making it harder and making it more confusing to save archives for no reason. But they changed all that, so at least they did that right. Instead, we got to worry about videos randomly getting muted and having to do a bunch of bullshit to get it taken away, and by that time it doesn't matter anymore. It's just like
on the whole muting is like I understand it's very inconvenient for viewers and broadcasters, but if you're not putting your shit up on YouTube anyways, then like I don't know, you're dumb. Like you should be putting your shit onto YouTube, either highlighting random crap and throwing it up on YouTube. Like I think a lot of the SGC people are fortunate in the fact that you can just highlight a set and just throw it up on YouTube. It's pretty easy, even if you don't have recording software or all this stuff.
The thing is, some people
but
I don't know, to just tell people to upload it.
That.
I know, just to tell people to upload it to YouTube is like kind of, I don't know.
It's a dumb problem, but I feel like that's what they kind of want to do. Because I mean, that's the
only
obviously
reason... okay. The reason is, well, I mean, obviously Google bought out Twitch, right? So now Google is thinking, oh crap, we have YouTube, and now we have this Twitch service, and everybody is, or not everybody, I guess a small amount of people are saving it to both places, and they don't want to have to pay for both of those spaces. So they're basically just telling everybody to go over to YouTube.
Yeah, and that's their video storage place, and I think that's fine, but the way they're doing it is really dumb. And it's fine if you don't want to store videos on Twitch. It's totally cool. If you just want to do highlights, that's fine. But don't just start saying, okay, after this date they're all those archives are dead. And I still don't know if your video is muted on Twitch, if it's muted on YouTube if you export it.
I haven't tested it out yet.
Because if it is muted, then that's just the worst thing in the world. That's permanent.
Because I copied the one that got muted. I copied that over to YouTube, but I think I did it before it got muted. So I'm not 100% sure if it does that or not yet. I don't know. I'll have to test that out.
But yeah, I mean, the whole thing was like very poorly handled.
Because if they want people to put it over to YouTube, that has to be taken care of. That can't happen.
Yeah. And like, as shitty as the automatic system is, it's really shitty. I mean, people who own the rights to the music, the game companies themselves who own the music, who own the rights to it, were getting muted on their own channels. So who was claiming it? The videos, you know? It wasn't the people who actually own it. So like that system, all automatic systems are broken. There's no good automatic.
I mean, it's
system.
the same thing on YouTube.
It's everything's the same. That's why it's just shitty. So people are just mad about that. Obviously, okay, that's obviously shitty, and it's always going to be like that if they implement that system. But they implemented the system. They just threw it, just fucking, you know, just like one day it existed, and they didn't have like a blog post about it or anything. It just fucking existed. It's not like, hey, we're gonna be starting muting, you know, copyright material. Please, in the coming weeks, we're gonna be rolling this out. Don't have copyright material.
Yeah, it'll at least give the big streamers to find places to go to get music or something if they need it.
Because I mean, even the League of Legends guys, the big ones, they played, you know, Spotify playlists and shit. And when that day happened, they're
stupid
like,
with them. So I mean,
all of them were like, "Fuck, we can't be doing this." And all their sponsors are like, "You switch," and then like they all now play, you know, royalty-free music, shit like that.
Yep.
So like, man. It's just give no warning, and you're a $1 billion company. You're a $1 billion company. Do you know what that means? $1 billion fucking dollars, okay? And you can't give warning. You can't do a blog post. Like, it's so stupid. Like, it's like a bunch of monkeys over there just like, ah.
It's pretty unfortunate.
But I mean, the alternative is Hitbox, and as much as I've, you know, seen Hitbox and people are like, let's just go to Hitbox. Hitbox is pretty shitty server-wise, and you know, I'd rather work with Twitch, even though I think most of them are dumb, than just abandon them, you know. And the fact that a lot of the streamers are running into the owned problem, as I call it, in that you can't just switch to another streaming service and be okay. You just can't. Spooky switched to another streaming service. He wasn't okay. I mean, he just wasn't. Yeah. He wasn't getting the viewers, and that's Spooky. He's the biggest one of us. You know, he automatically gets viewers no matter what, because you know everyone loves him. But
the dumb thing is all of what they're doing. The dumb thing is all of what they're doing, besides like that 2-hour highlight thing, is fine. Like everybody knew it was coming, but like you were saying, the way they handled it was just like piss poor, and they could have just avoided all of this by giving us even a couple days notice. Like people would have been flipping out, but it would have been like, all right, well, the game is up. It's time to be legit.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, and you know, all the other services are just it's not viable. Is what I'm trying to explain. Like people are like, you should just switch. It's not viable. If you're fundamentally, you know, appalled by Twitch, and like you just hate those people, and you're like, those guys, yeah, I'm gonna go to YouTube. You know, I've had this point brought up to me by many people who are like, okay, you're gonna be talking to Google. You know, they're not just like people; they're a corporation. They're not gonna give a shit about you. I'm not gonna go over to Hitbox. They're just some guys starting up a business. They might care about me, but in the future they might just be shitbags too. You know, it's hard. It's hard to protest a company just because they are shitty people, or they're just dumb. Because I think everyone's dumb. Is that a good point?
Everybody's dumb.
Yeah, everyone's just dumb, man. IPLAYWINNER.tv. We need to do that.
Except that it links to Twitch.tv, so that doesn't really work.
No, we just have our own server. We stream on that.
Okay, well you go ahead and do that. You pay for the bandwidth.
I'm getting an apartment. I'm getting an apartment. I know I mentioned it, but it's confirmed now. So.
It is confirmed.
Whoop. A big ass apartment.
Speaking of stuff that people didn't think through and happened anyway, there was a few changes to Ultra Street Fighter 4 that
that was a Doug Benson transition right there. That was a straight up. Go ahead, Hanks.
In Ultra Street Fighter 4, they did a small, very, very small patch. It fixed a bunch of little things. There weren't really any balance changes. They just fixed like people dropping out of combos and things like that, or something like that. But anyways, they also accidentally, which kind of looked like like they did it on purpose, because the changes were really, really specific. But one of them was just DeCapri's charge time on her Ultra, and her special attack is slower now.
10 frames slower.
10 frames slower, so she can't do a lot of her combos now, basically, which is pretty huge. And there's also a jury bug or something now that somebody posted, that people just drop out of Ultras, and I don't know. I don't know how are we gonna trust them that when we get this next patch to fix this patch, that it's not gonna break something else.
Like, I really don't like blowing up Capcom, but that's like an excuse. That's like some shit that should never happen. Ever. It should never happen. Ever. Ever. When you say you don't want to patch games, because, you know, you might fuck something up, or you just want the game to ride, and when you hotfix it just for glitches, and you just cause balance changes, that's so bad. Like, it's okay if you just introduce a glitch or something, you know, whatever. You know, if you do Ultra 1, you know, if you do Viper's Ultra 1 on Blanca max range, he falls out, whatever.
Yeah.
Know, didn't happen. That's okay. That's situational, whatever. No one's really complaining about that much. But if you do something like change charge times, that's so big for a character. Hoodman put out a tweet, you know, earlier, just saying like, yeah, I can't do all these things because of the charge thing. Like, all these fundamental things. And he's playing tournaments right now. There's a very important tournament.
Yeah, this happened right before Pandora House. Like,
yeah, so
the round robin. So there's a lot of matches where he picked Honda, but I feel like he would have picked a Capri if I don't know, if he would have felt comfortable. I don't think he felt comfortable with all those like silent changes and stuff.
Yeah,
playing the character.
It's just fucking dumb. It's like that's like NetherRealm shit, and NetherRealm's been okay about it nowadays, but back in MK9 days, that shit was inexcusable. That's people just quit the game and don't play Mortal Kombat games anymore because that shit's dumb. Like, if there's a massive change to my character a day before a fucking tournament, you know, it's just fucking stupid.
Yeah,
and like
really
it wasn't announced, like it just is there, you know. It's just fucking dumb. That's happened. That's happened before. Major tournaments. People who are doing very well with the character just gets fucking destroyed, and all their matchups are different, and now they just get fucked. You know, it's just.
Yep.
It's just inexcusable. Like, that's the only word for it. I don't think you can trust them. Like, you'd have to test so many things after every patch now.
That sucks.
And more shit to the kettle. It's fucking the PC version got released, and everyone hates that apparently.
Oh yeah, I've only heard bad things about the online. I've just only heard bad things, unfortunately. Mostly because it's PC, and PC for fighting games is the blow up. But the online, which is, I've heard not one good thing about online, which is really unfortunate because there's a lot of people who like have a PC and don't have an Xbox or something, and they want to play online, and
we're forgetting about the fact that Wednesday Night Fights switched to PC. And
well,
the PC
they don't have
version,
to play online.
No, but I heard the PC version is like a little weird.
Well, okay, here's the thing that's at least good. The reason why it's such a blow up for PC is the fact that all PCs are different for the most part. If you build them, if you're like not a true gamer or whatever, but if you game a lot, you got your own stuff, and all of those PCs are completely different, and so you gotta like fine tune every game to your computer. And so trying to figure that out for a fighting game is really hard because it has to run at 60 FPS. It has to do all these things that really other games just aren't limited to, I don't think.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of games aren't limited to 60 FPS. I mean, I don't think so. Maybe they are, but...
No.
There's like that whole games. Like VSync issue that's going on, and people are having a hard time figuring that out. But the one thing that I'm sure Wednesday Night Fights is going to have going for it and level up is that all the PCs that they're using, hopefully, are going to be identical.
They're all Alienware, I believe. So
Okay,
I think
well,
they're all just getting like
that is fine then, because if at least you find something that's wrong, you'll be able to fix it, and you can just do it to all of them. There's no finding out which is wrong with each computer. So at least, like, they have that going for them. But, yeah. PC's a little for fighting games. But it's going to bring in some more sponsors, hopefully. I think it is.
Well, you already
It's
brought in
Alienware,
but
it's going to be harder to stream off of it. I don't know. It's like you were saying, the whole controller thing.
that's the only thing that's a blow up is really just random. It's not a problem at weeklies. It really isn't. Like there might be one random person who
Yeah,
has,
that's
like,
true.
a Mexican pad, just like some crazy some from a flea market. But at majors it's a problem. Majors there's so much already, there's already problems everywhere. Just random problems like, hey, a monitor's on fire. Shit like just crazy shit's happening at majors all the time. And to add PCs into it, and PCs are pretty volatile compared to consoles. I know people always rag on consoles, but consoles are pretty stable nowadays.
The thing is, it's like like if a game is made for console, it's gonna work for every console. Like I don't know. There's games that just like don't work with some PCs. Like it's happened to me before, or it glitches out, or it just doesn't run well.
Well, yeah,
which is random stuff.
I don't know how stable the Ultra is. I'm not gonna get it on PC because it sucks, but some people are playing it, and I don't know. We'll have to see how Wednesday Night Fights does with the PCs and shit to really determine it. Like that's the only thing. You have to wait and see someone do it. But I think they fail. No, I don't think they'll fail. I think they'll be fine. But
yeah, I think they'll be okay.
But it's just potential for blow-ups for stuff like, imagine, like, I don't think Evo would ever be PC. Like,
no,
that's too many things.
The thing about, I mean, I guess consoles are sorta, but PCs are a lot more fragile, I feel like, than consoles. You can throw, not literally, but you can throw a console in the back of your truck and have it ride around for 8 hours to its destination.
Yeah, well,
and the rate of it actually, the success rate of it actually working when you get to your destination is a lot higher than a PC.
If you've seen how some tournaments store their consoles, you'd be like, wow, these things are made of adamantium because they just do not break. But another thing with consoles that no one mentions is at least for 360s, the power cable is actually hooked into it. Like there's like tabs and shit. But PCs normally, it's just like a cord. Just possible things people can unplug and shit.
That's true. It's true, I guess.
Or if someone opens the disk tray or something and just fucking freaks out. I don't know.
That, and so like now I need a keyboard and mouse to like start up everything. I don't know. It's just like extra stuff you got to carry around for no reason.
Yeah. I don't know.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah, I'm
Although it'll be cool to see Wednesday Night Fights like all brand new, or Super Arcade like all brand new, and like all these like brand new PCs, and everybody's like high for ultra. So
yeah, I saw they were redoing the bathroom and they tore up the floor, and I was like, ugh. Someone must have died under that floor, No, like really, someone had to die in there. Like, let's be real. There's a ghost.
There's a ghost of
there's
Super Arcade.
Just some of the last blood of that man's body, just
oh man,
in the crevices. That's some gross shit. Or someone literally shit themselves to death. Because either way, that would be the only explanation for Super Arcade bathroom. But they're cleaning it. I'm so glad they're renovating it. They're making their the main shop look like a training mode stage.
Oh really? Oh,
it's
cool.
what it looks like, yeah. So I don't know if that's intentional. I think it is. Someone told me it, but I think that's really cool. That's a cool look for it.
If you guys have any questions, you can send them to @HarrisonSPA and @Honzo Gonzo on Twitter. Another big thing also happened this weekend. We talked about it briefly for a sec, but it was Pandora House Fight Club League.
Yes.
And it was really good until the power went out. And
The power
then
out? I didn't hear
after
anything about it.
you didn't hear anything about that? Well, after the power went out, it was great. But we're all
Were you guys like playing in the dark?
so basically we're all like hyped to go. Everything's all set up. Everybody's playing the first match, and halfway through the first game, the power just went out. Everything, the entire room, and so that unfortunately delayed us like 40 minutes or whatever to get everything back up and running. But after that was over, I'd say it was pretty good success. Everybody got to play their matches. Everybody did really well, I thought. I think the players that people thought were going to do well did well. I'll bring up the challenge bracket, but let's see. So, I mean, no surprise, Ricky Ortiz got first.
I predicted that.
For this week. So he went 13-0, and we are doing a point system. So every game counts. So it's not just if you win the set, every single game counts. So you losing a game is also a big deal also at the very end. Second place, Julio. Not really a surprise in my opinion. I figured it would be a fight between Hudaman and Julio for second place, and it was. And it was down to that game. Julio ended up beating Hudaman, and that would have switched the two. So I felt like Julio kind of has Hudaman's number right now, which hasn't been like that in a very, very, well, ever. Hasn't been like that ever. And I think Julio, it's going to be between Julio and Ricky. If Ricky can keep his composure and go undefeated, then he'll win. But Julio is going to be right behind him the entire time.
Harrison, I had to stop you and remind you that Ricky is a she now. God.
I'm sorry.
I know, it's okay.
I'm sorry. My bad.
Chat's blowing you up.
Chat's blowing me up. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Fourth place, Kelvin. And BJ got fifth place, which, with his character, I'm kind of surprised.
BJ?
Yeah, with Cody. I was kind of surprised, just because of these matchups are kind of bad. Rufus, Yun, LPN is insane and is always a bad match for Cody just because he plays like a nut. Ramin, Abel, Nima, Akuma. And then the other matches are pretty even, I guess. But yeah, I was kind of surprised well, actually him and Kelvin, the brothers, are tied. And
brotherly feud.
And LPN is in sixth, which kind of surprises me a little bit. He's also playing a brand new character, and for the most part, everybody else isn't. So he's kind of has that going against him, I feel like. Yeah. Ramin, who plays Abel, after that, and then his brother, Nima. And then basically we got four people that are 4 and 9. Nima, Dirty Paws, Okibana Loco, and Nando is an El Forte player. And then Crizzle and Filipino Champ dead last.
Really?
Yep.
If Champ got blown up?
Well, if you guys didn't know, F-Champ left like halfway through because apparently he got bodied so hard that he just left. And he's going to have I want to say it's almost virtually impossible for him to catch up now because he left. He's going to have to go undefeated, and I don't even think going undefeated for the next 2 weeks is going to matter. I just don't.
Well,
I know. It's going to be he says he's going to be there next week, but we'll see what happens. If you guys didn't know, it's in the top thing. Pandora House, the round 2 is happening on Saturday at around 7:30, whenever I can get the stream up, but I would imagine it's going to be around 7:30.
I will be there too.
You'll be there? Good.
I'm excited.
So that's it. I'm going to try and get I'll probably try and get Julio and Hudaman back up on there. And BJ and Kelvin probably back up on there. Actually, I don't think they were up on there. And I think Crackfiend versus Hudaman, because we couldn't stream it because we had to pack up, but Crackfiend actually beat Hudaman.
Oh wow.
And so I would like to get that match up on the stream. Just those matches that can really go back and forth. I feel like that they're going to determine those top 5 places. So yeah, those are your guys' positions for round 1 of Pandora House Fight Club League. Pretty excited about round 2. And that'll be at the Maid. All the info is up on IPLAYWINNER.com, where it's at, everything. If you guys want to come play casuals, it is the sickest place ever to go play casuals. Because there's just walls and walls of video games that are not fighting games that you can come and just play for free. So
I think I really want to play some... What game do I want to play, Harrison? They have everything. That's so daunting. I want to play some fucking... Do they have Duck Hunt?
they probably do. I'd imagine they do.
Fucking Duck Hunt.
Should
I don't know why. I just really want it.
Should we answer some questions, I guess?
Yeah, it's the last tournament they made, I believe, as well.
Yep. And, oh, yeah, and I forgot one last thing. There is going to be... Hopefully, there'll be a YB Dojo. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be able to stream it or not, though, because it's on Monday. And I got to go in for training for my new job, so I don't know if I'll make it back to Petaluma in time. Hopefully, I do. But if there is, I'll let you guys know.
So excited here. Freaking Pac-12.
I am excited. So should we jump to questions?
Yeah, if you guys have questions, tweet them at Harrison SVA and at Honzo Gonzo. I have people calling me dumb.
First question comes from, obviously, Jared Mage, always watching the show. With the list of Ultra Bugs growing every day, do you think Capcom will patch, or is this just the game we got? Well, they said they're going to patch it. So,
if Ultra does not get the bugs fixed, he also put, will it affect any of the tournament scenes? Yes, it's already affecting it. Like,
yeah, it is. I mean, yeah, Pandora House, like right off the bat that day.
Yeah, and Human's not the only Decapre player. There are other ones that are pretty decent, but all of them are just getting fucked just for no reason.
He didn't even know a bunch of that stuff, and then somebody tweeted him or something, all of the changes, and he's like, "Well, that sucks. Like none of the stuff that I have works."
Yeah. No, that's Human did very well with Decapre at Evo too, and kind of getting shit on by dumb changes. It's just stupid. Just stupid. Anyways.
Next question.
At the Hound 2 asks, have your past opinions on Stream Monsters changed over the years? If yes, no, why? No, really haven't.
What are your views on Stream Monsters?
That they're all like shitheads, dude. But it's fine if they're shitheads. They're just, it's just their nature. You can't change it. There's always gonna be shitheads. That's fine.
I mean, I never had an opinion on Stream Monsters. I'm glad all the Stream Monsters watching the stream right now.
I like them. Don't worry, I'm one of the shitheads.
That's all I am.
I'm king shithead.
I'm just thankful that Stream Monsters watch my stuff. I'm not gonna dig any more into that.
Yeah. It's just the nature, man's life.
The Hound also says, at least you don't look like Derry when your main feature is removed.
Well, you know what, Hound? You're getting fucking blocked. How about that? Call me Derry. Is that what it is? Fucking block you, the Hound. I don't look like Derry. Okay?
Gibby also says,
don't.
He said what you said. He looks better because of his hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my hair, I guess.
It's very fab right now. It's so in.
So in.
Dekai FGC linked us a video that I watched and I thought it was really dumb. Talking about reaction times and stuff. If you want to know my opinion on reaction times, it's fucking everywhere. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't really, I don't know. It doesn't.
He's saying that people make excuses for themselves all the time because they don't have reactions, which is true. And it's like, is there maybe a brain reason they do it? No, they're just fucking stupid and they can't accept mistakes. There's not a mechanism in your brain making you lie. You just made a mistake.
Yeah.
You fucked
can't
up.
Accept it.
Yeah, if you can't accept it, then you're just, you have other problems. But
The Hound has a good question because I know how to answer it. The Hound 2 asks, isn't there a random sound in Super Street Fighter 4 or Ultra Street Fighter 4 versus screen that gets detected in YouTube auto copyright system? Yes, it is. And if you leave it on that screen for too long, it'll get picked up every single time. So
what?
you gotta be careful. It's I can't remember. It's basically, I'm pretty sure it's that sound after you both hit your characters. It might even be that sound if you click them fast at the same time. It's that sound. Or when right before it goes to the versus screen, it's that sound effect. It picks that up and it copyrights it. It happens. It's definitely a character select slash training mode sound effect that gets picked up. You're not crazy. It's happened to a
I
lot of my videos.
I never knew that. That's crazy.
Yep.
Huh? That's odd.
Dominic Cooper asks, "What's your favorite Robin Williams film?"
Oh yeah, I saw that. Robin Williams died. Everyone, I'm very sad.
I know it's like a big deal in the Bay Area too, because he's a Bay
Yeah,
Area resident.
he
So,
was in Marin, which is about south of us, the county down.
yep.
So he's out and about. He goes everywhere. Used to, I guess. My favorite Robin Williams film. I want to say Hook or Mrs. Doubtfire. I quite enjoyed both.
I'd have to say Mrs. Doubtfire.
I'll say Hook just so we're different.
Okay, all right,
Yeah. But
done.
Mrs. Doubtfire is, it's a great movie. Some people would say Birdcage, and I'd be fine with that. I think Birdcage is a great movie as well.
You sure not
Um,
like Death to Smoochie?
that's what she's It's a funny movie, man. It's out there. It's weird, but I still thought it was funny. I like Edward Norton a lot, so.
Oh no, that's a loaded question. Sorry, Blue Evac. I'm not gonna answer that.
KOcast asks, if Honzo Gonzo has kids, would he be the type of dude that refer to his kids as his
Blow it up. I
seed?
just linked the question, or I just showed the question on the stream, but whatever.
His seed.
I guess I'll answer it.
Nah, I'd call them little fucks. That's what they would be. Little fucks.
Blue Evac asks, who knows less about what they're doing, Twitch or Capcom? And I'm just gonna say no comment
Twitch.
on that one. Twitch?
Twitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Twitch for sure.
Capcom
Just yeah,
people.
because you're a billion-dollar company, and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big deal. I keep forgetting about that. A billion-dollar company.
TZA707 says he's bringing a Unib setup to NorCal Fight Club. Cool. I'll be playing there. I haven't played Unib in ever. So. Well, I did, just not practice or anything.
Gibby asks, when will I be a guest on the show to talk about beards and arcade shock? I'm
I
pretty sure
mean,
you have your own show to do that, Gibby.
and we can use some money if you want to, sponsor us. Give us some money, and then Arcade Shock can come on here, spout it out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Mm.
money talks, right?
We've had Hell Pockets on for Arcade Shock. What the fuck are you talking about, Gibby? Like, we've had them on multiple times.
Not in a very long time, though, unfortunately.
Multiple times, though. And I told them terrible things. That's in our intro. But yeah.
A boy named Rio asks, who's Bob Blasto? I gotta suck to have my intro on the air. I'll play your intro next week. A boy named Rio.
At Super Yan asks, how was your weekend? My weekend was pretty fucking cool. How was your weekend, Harrison?
Well, the Giants keep losing and losing, so my weeks have been pretty bad up until yesterday. And it's back to bad again because the Giants just lost again in extra
Why
innings,
is your
so...
life determined by Giants, Harrison?
Because it's just the way it is. It's like how your life is determined by Mountain Dew.
It's not, though.
It is.
It really isn't.
Like, if you have Mountain Dew Baja Blast, you're just a little bit happier. Like, you gotta face that.
Why am I stuck with Baja Blast as being my... it's so odd for me. Because, I get it's a meme, but I don't know.
Oh, man. A boy named Rio also asked a dumb question. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna... I'm not gonna. I'll tweet the answer back to you. I'm not gonna say that on the show. It's too controversial.
Follow up to the Street Fighter 4 versus Screen copyright, says the Hound. What are the chances of it getting picked up by Twitch's copyright system?
Wait, what?
Probably.
What?
He's asking, the sound that gets picked up by YouTube. Do you think it'll get picked up by Twitch?
Well, one of my daily blowups right after I streamed it got copyrighted, and it was probably that. So, I would say yes, it will. Just because, as we know right now, sorry, a boy named Rio, I see you in chat going, whoa, 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 for denying your tweet, but, I would say yes, just because, as proven by Honzo singing, that it's probably a worse system than YouTube. So
I think it's a much better system because it can identify talent and cuteness and
talent,
muscles. It can identify, handsomeness. Just what a great system. I love it.
Oh, here's a great question. All right. PHTZA asked, what is your favorite match of the NorCal round robin so far for the Pandora house? I would say, oh man, the one that's highlighted right now on the YouTube channel, Kelvin versus Dirty Paws is really good. Huda Man versus Dirty Paws is really good. Basically everything versus Dirty Paws is kind of like, because Dirty Paws is crazy good. Ricky Ortiz versus LPN is actually a really good match too. That goes down to the last round, last game. So that's definitely a match to watch for sure. And he takes 2 games. I think he takes a game from Ricky with Rolento, and then he switches to Adon. So makes it really, really interesting.
Okay.
I would say that. I'd have to look back at all the matches because there's a bunch up there. But off the top of my head, LPN versus Ricky Ortiz for sure.
And where will that be located?
Well, that one is already located at youtube.com/IPLAYWINNER. So if you guys want to
wow,
go,
how crazy.
It's I know it's if you go to the homepage, actually there is a playlist of all of the matches. So if you guys want to go check them out, there's a playlist they're all ready to go. And all right, what other questions we got?
I don't think I have any more. Well, I'll check.
I got one from Juicy Memes. And damn it, I like that. Sorry, boy named Rio, I'm not gonna answer that. He's asking a stupid question about Chris G because Chris G's stupid. Now that it's settled more, Juicy Memes asks, now that it's settled more, what do you think about Ultra Street Fighter 4 balancing? I think they didn't nerf top tiers enough. I agree because they buffed them. So
yeah. DJ was so good they had to buff you on. So.
I can agree with that sorta. I mean, they buffed Viper, they buffed Yun. I think they didn't mean to, because all of this red focus stuff kind of had a bunch of consequences that they didn't really test, I think, or they didn't test enough before they released this. And Yun kind of gets way too much. There's just certain characters that get way too much from red focus.
Yeah.
And I think that's a huge problem right now, is red focus. Just giving... Because the whole thing... I think they wanted to give charge characters more damage, and it just... It kind of does, but at the same time, it just gives the people who aren't charge characters just way too much damage and way too much stun. Which is... That happens a lot to the things like that. Their attempt to buffing the weaker characters also buffs the stronger characters if it's a system-wide change, not just a character-wide change. A boy named Rio asks, hopefully this is a legit question. Shoutouts to Saul for following me on Twitter. Did you watch Aquasilk mess with Triforce on stream over Facebook by asking to get into Empire? I don't think so.
Can you hear me, Harrison?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Okay, I was talking, but
but did you hear me?
Just going over me. I have a point.
Oh.
No, I unplugged my mic, I guess.
Oh, well, you're terrible.
I had a point.
The show that gets muted.
I got muted by Twitch. They're doing it real time, dude. I had a point about that. Okay, I'm gonna say things.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So the whole buffing, like everyone makes the better characters better. That was a whole argument in like 2012, 2013 in regards to Ultimate, because people were like, "Hey, if we just like make X factors like 110%, then the game will be balanced and everyone will be cool." I'll be like, "What the fuck does that mean? The characters who's like are still shitty will just be shittier. Like they'll just be shittier. The good characters will just be as good. Who the fuck cares? Like So to argue the point that to buff like the shit characters, you need to give everyone these tools, like is like really bad. And like that's exactly what Red Focus did. It literally gave everyone a tool and intended, to make the lower tiers competitive, but it really just made all the ones that already had all these tools more tools and just much better. So yeah, pretty much.
Yep. Again, system-wide changes, man. It's really hard to balance without breaking or just changing stuff with all the other characters. Husband asked, when is the Harrison versus Honzo Gonzo first to death in DDR?
Oh no, dude. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm very white, and it's kind of shocking that people don't expect that. But I'm like the worst DDR player.
I would
I'm like the worst dancer.
I would absolutely destroy you at DDR.
I'm so bad. I don't think I've even played in like 12 years. Like that's how like traumatized I was, how bad I was. Because I used to have it at school and like during this, people would bring it and then fucking nerds and like want to like play DDR. Be like, yeah, I got this. Just fucking just do shitty as fuck. And I'm just like, oh man, no one's gonna talk to me. Like, yeah, like I'm so bad at that. I'm very bad at Guitar Hero, Rock Band, anything involving rhythm. I'm just like the worst. I know like it's not all white people are bad at it. Obviously there's a bunch of white people who are good at it, but that's just my excuse. 'Cause I'm just super bad with it. And I don't have good hands, man. Look at this shit. I don't have good hands. They're all fucked up.
They're all fucked up.
Yeah. Let's see that. I'm not gonna zoom in.
I saw a boy named Rio said in chat, "Hey, I asked you a serious question this time, so let's hear what it is." A boy named Rio asks, "Will Triforce and the Empire ever be redeemed? Are they a victim of the FGC, or did they do it to themselves?" I mean, I think that's a pretty clear-cut answer there.
Fuck EMP, they're dead. Who cares?
What?
They're fuck them. Fuck them all. That's my answer. They're all dead.
They're all dead?
EMP's dead. Rip. Rip. Rip Triforce.
You didn't even answer the question.
I didn't. You guys. I was only talking about EMP. Don't give him attention.
No.
You can answer it.
Yeah, no. No and no. No and no. There you go. There you go, boy named Rio. I answered that question for you.
You're so like mad about it.
No, straight up. I don't think anybody's gonna miss him either. So hopefully this doesn't explode. Apparently, Anthony Beans said, "Watch and explain this Vine," and I'm gonna play this Vine.
Don't play it.
Why? Why?
You can play it, but I'm just like, it's really bad.
Why? All right, so
go ahead and play it. It's
hopefully it doesn't blow your guys' ears. Oh my god, it does. All right, hold on one sec, guys. I'm gonna mute it. All right, here he goes.
I told you.
Go, get that mic, motherfucker, get it right.
Jesus Christ.
Go, get that mic, motherfucker, get it right.
Stop.
Now he says explain that. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I don't think I can really explain that. I don't know what he's doing. To be honest, I really don't know what Honzo Gonzo is doing half the time he's doing something. So to explain that, I don't know.
So sometimes I get like the kids call it turning up. It's, I just get really hyped and I just go ham, man. Uh,
He's
we were
doing that
listening to a
while
rap
driving
song.
too. He's doing that while driving.
No, I'm not driving. Well, if you ever see me like do a vine in my car, I'm stopped or like I'm in the passenger seat.
Oh wait, you actually are in
I'm
the passenger seat.
I'm never
Sorry.
driving. I have done ones driving, and I'm just in traffic. Like I'm just like fuck this, but like
But yes.
yeah. So
Sorry,
yeah.
I can't answer that. I can't explain it.
I get really hyped. Like I like my favorite type of music is music, and this is my description of it that goes hard. I like going hard. You know.
Oh yeah, I forgot
It's
for the
really
people.
weird.
I forgot for the people listening on MP3 to go. What is it? Is it Vine.com/?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, Honda F Gon. I can't even pronounce it. Just follow Honzo Gonzo on Twitter and look at it. I think we have. If you guys have any last questions, you guys need
Yeah.
us to answer. In a hurry.
At Zero Kirby's asking why I'm ducking Bro. I'm not ducking Bro. I'll cut Bro's legs off and fuck him to death. Like he's nothing.
Dude, what is like serious? Calm down. Like
I'm
you
the
don't
king.
have to you don't have to do something like that to somebody.
I'm going hard, Harrison. You're making me turn up. But real talk. I'm not dodging him. I'm just moving, dude.
Oh God. Bunny and Rio says you versus Honzo. Honzo fine off first to 10. I think Honzo Gonzo would destroy me in a vine off. I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon.
Yeah. So do you have a Harrison story?
Do I have a Harrison story? I mean, my Harrison story was kind of the first thing that I said on the show. That was kind of my Harrison story about the show that sucks getting me a job at Pac-12.
So I have a Honzo story.
Do you have a Honzo story?
Yeah. So I was in Berkeley. Don't ask why. And I was in a very ghetto neighborhood. Don't ask why. And why? The reason, okay, I'll explain that. I was in the ghetto neighborhood because I had to go pee. And I was driving.
I thought you were gonna say because it was the only place that I could find that had Mountain Dew Blast.
No, that's Lucky's. Anyway, so this is late night, and I had to go pee, and like I pull over in a very bad neighborhood because I don't know where I'm at. So like I'm trying to find a gas station, can't find any, but I really have to go, and I'm not gonna pee in my car because that's weird. So I get out, and I'm just walking down the street, and I was like find a fucking alley or something. So there's no alleys around, but there's like an RV. And I'm like, well, I can hide behind the RV and pee, I guess. So like, I'm peeing, kind of like in the street behind this RV. And then like, I look down the ways and there's just like two, like, dudes watching me do this. So I'm just like, what's up? And then I finish and just leave.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think this show just reached an all-time low. How crazy would it have been if they would have turned to you and said, "Hey, are you the guy from the show that sucks?"
I would have just peed in my mouth at that point. Well, I don't know what else to do. It's the only recourse.
Oh my God. All right, I think that's the end of the show for this week. Too much Honzo Gonzo chopping people's legs off and doing unspeakable acts to them. So
That's not even that bad.
it's not even that bad. It's not even that bad. It's not even that bad. Wow. If you guys want to follow me at Harrison SBA, you can go and do that. If you guys want to follow my co-host, Honzo Gonzo, at Honzo Gonzo. My name is Harrison Young, by the way. It's not Harrison SBA. It's Harrison Young. I'm at Harrison SBA. More importantly, follow us, twitter.com/IPLAYWINNER, for all your news, updates, when this goes live, things like that. Facebook.com/IPLAYWINNER. More importantly, youtube.com/IPLAYWINNER. You guys can go, make sure and go check out all the Round 1 Pandora House Fight Club League matches. They're all up on there. You can also do a thing that everybody hates right now on YouTube is us commentating Marvel. So if you guys want to go and watch those matches, they are up.
Everyone hates it?
Everybody hates it.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. So if you guys want to go us doing terrible commentary Marvel with probably some of the best Marvel players in the entire world, you guys can go and check us out youtube.com/IPLAYWINNER. If you guys want to check out any of the previous shows on YouTube or MP3 format, you can go to IPLAYWINNER.com, go to the podcast section, and every single show is there for whatever needs that you, I don't know, if you need to watch it or something, it's there. If you want to watch Honzo Gonzo Summer Breeze unmuted, I think it's like the 4th episode or something like that. So you guys can go check that out. Is that it? I think that's it.
Yeah.
Any last words before I take us out, Honzo Gonzo?
You guys are cool.
You guys are cool. Honzo Gonzo says you guys are freaking awesome. Hopefully I can find this. There it is. Nope. Rip. I fucked up. It's all good though. I'm gonna save the day right now. What? Hey, at least I'm not. I'm trying. There it
I have
goes.
to go back to my unit.
You have to go what?
I'm
I'm going. I'm going. I'm going. All right, guys. Peace.